New Wave Podcast, you know what I'm saying? Second interview 2018. Got Brennan, Solo Dolo up here. Zigg, the guest, what up?
What's going on? How y'all feeling, man?
Real quick, for all my New Wave Podcast listeners, the people who watch my show, who aren't familiar with you, could you explain your involvement with the music scene here and everything you do?
My involvement with the music scene is, I've been doing this with O for quite some time. You know what I'm saying?
Owey.
Yeah, Owey. You know what I'm saying? O-Dog. You know what I'm saying? I've been behind the scenes a lot. I don't really like to show my face and do all that. You know what I'm saying? I let him do, be the face of it. Of course, that's what he do. He gonna do it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of things that he did and accomplished, we do that together as a partner, from, him going on tour, the MTV video, the studio that we both co-own, and, stuff like that. So, and just being and put myself out there to where, I'm reaching out to people, telling them how their music is, listen to their music, giving people advice, from the younger people, rappers, and, even people who've been doing this for quite some time, so that's my involvement with the music, and it's going to get bigger from there.
Yeah. The label too. You own the label.
Oh yeah. Well, it started with 7 Trey. O came along with that, and we first started with that, you know what I'm saying? And, we've even both got that tattooed on us, so that's for life. That's going to forever be. And then I started something on the side of that, which is Ashton Entertainment. And the reason why I started that is because if you see the logo to 7 Trey, or you take it to somebody and they hear it, the first thing's like 7 Trey music. Like, they're going to think of something crazy of it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make something with a logo that's not just like, even you just hearing it and seeing the logo and you hearing it, you don't just stereotype it. So, and actually I do want to go different ranges to where I want to do rock and roll, country music, blues, jazz, all that. But I'm teaching myself how to listen to that stuff. I could go listen to some rock and roll, be like, oh, this is nice. Somebody be like, man, this is fucking trash. Like, I'm saying, I don't know nothing about it, but I'm definitely teaching myself. But 7 Trey is where we started from, and I just opened up and started my own label to Ashton Entertainment, which is, it's to have the artists of me, myself, which I just started doing music within probably like the last, year or so. But I've only been taking it serious since October. And I have 2 other artists. His name is Yace. I'm pretty sure people's a lot of familiar with him with beats. But when I tell you Yace is
DJ
Yace, when I tell you Yace is probably by far one of the greatest artists, musicians, or whatever I ever heard in my life, I will bet my life on the line for Yace. I'll do that for Royce as well. Royce is more like, Kendrick, J. Cole type of artist and everything. He gets he doesn't have a lot of, notoriety because, he's not consistent. And I'm not trying to downplay my mans and everything, but there's a lot more he can do, but he's not, he got, people got personal lives and they can't just step away from what they do. So, but Royce and Yace is the artist I have other than myself on Ashton Entertainment. And, I'm definitely branching that out right now, putting that out there to where I definitely want to hear a lot from us. A lot.
Real quick, we're gonna dive into everything. I want to take it back to the beginning. Where you from?
I'm from the west side of the burg. I've been there I've been living there from Westgate actually. You know what I'm saying? My family and everything from Westgate and everything, and I moved to the east side probably when I was young as well, but it wasn't for a long time before I got sent away to school when I was like 8 years old. I used to be bad as shit. But when I came back, we moved right back to the west. You know what I'm saying? And that was back when I was in the 8th grade, 7th grade. So, I'm definitely, from the west side. And for people who's not familiar with the west side, it's not that big, but you definitely got different, you got your Greenway. They'll say up the hood. If they talk about Greenway, they'll say down the hood. They talk about Broadhead. Broadhead's where always from and everything, so.
Where you go to high school at?
I went to Langley. Langley's in Sheridan.
Yeah, I know Langley.
As soon as you come across that bridge through the cordless tunnels, it's right there. Yeah, they changed it to a elementary school now, though.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So
it's kind of big to be elementary school.
Yeah, Langley had no hoes.
They had a few. They had a few. But look, it's crazy? Like we might not have had a lot, but the names that you hear now is like Aaliyah Ray's and stuff like that. Well, she went to Perry, so I can't really say that. But people like
Aaliyah Ray's a fronter. She went to Langley.
No. She didn't go. I was saying that because she went to. She's from the West. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't mean to put her in there with the Langley and everything, but there's a lot of females from Langley who we just, the West Side, one thing about the West Side, we just keep everything to ourselves. We don't really branch off to do this and do that. But there's definitely names and things that have been going on from the West and from Langley that, you might know from back in the day and stuff like that. Like, from street stuff to school stuff and stuff like that. So, I'm saying, I don't want to say Langley was like one of the schools on the maps, right. But there's definitely people who made it from out of there from the West Side to where if I said a few things, you might be like, oh, that was y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
as a kid, what type of kid was you growing up?
Oh man, I was bad as hell. Yeah. I went to Humble Montessori. I used to piss on the bathroom hallway, stick my finger up at middle teachers, stand on desks, get into all type of fights. Shit like that. Like that's what I said. That's why I got sent away in the 4th grade to, it's called Scotland School for Veterans Children. You go there, if your family was in the army and shit like that, so you have privilege to be able to go there. But it was then like 4 or 5 hours away, in Chambersburg, PA. Imagine getting sent away to school at 8 years old, and it's like you got to stay there. Like when I was young, like I'm like, damn, like. This shit's crazy as hell. My mom just dropped me off at the front door and dip. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like you do push-ups and shit every day because you bad. It's just like a boarding school, like a college for kids and shit like that.
You're the second nigga I ever met who almost went there. I went there.
Yeah. See, he know it. You know what I'm saying?
Grade.
Yeah, I went there in the 4th. You know what I'm saying?
Took me up there. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit, man?"
Yeah, it's
long ass drive.
Long,
man. That shit is long as hell, man. And then one of the wildest parts about it is probably I'll give it from 90 to 95% of the school was from Philly.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of different, you know what I'm saying, ways of thinking and shit like that from Philly. Like I'm like, damn, like everybody up here from Philly, and it's closer to, I want to say, I might be wrong, you know what I'm saying, but I think it's closer to Pittsburgh than it is from Philly. Yeah. So I'm thinking, like, how the hell all these people from Philly go to this motherfucker? And excuse me for cussing them, but like, how the hell all these people from Philly go here and not people from Pittsburgh or the surrounding areas? Man, 95% of the school was from Philly, and it just blew my mind. But it was, it was definitely decent. It helped me grow up quick.
Yeah,
quick. Like me, it was like. Me being 8 years old, away from my family, my mom and all that, around people I don't know, you in a house full of 12 different kids, you got one parent to look over y'all, you got a RA who was probably in the 11th grade, so you had to adapt, you know what I'm saying, and it just taught me to be on my own, and and I just, like I said, I just matured a lot from there. And we had a cell phone, like there was not a cell phone, a pay phone that was connected to 2 cottages. They used to call houses cottages. Right. There was 12 in this one, 12 in another one, so 24 in 2 different places. He had one payphone for 24 people. So imagine all them people trying to make calls back home when you 8 years old and shit like that. Like, this shit crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is going on at 8 years old.
You ever Bruce a little nigga for the phone time?
No, I never did that, you know what I'm saying? Because I really wasn't, once I'd adapt to it, I'm like, man, I ain't really care to call home. So I'm just trying to be up here and have fun for real, and take, get the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? But like, we had, go out to the park, play basketball and shit like that when we had time and everything. So,
how long were you there for?
I went there from 4th grade to the end of my 7th grade year because I almost got expelled. So my mom was just like, she's just gonna take me home. Because if you got suspended, like for say a day or maybe even 3 days, you had to come all the way back home, and your mom had to take off work to bring you back up there. So it was just too much, and I was getting suspended, shit like that. Like, so yeah, it was getting too much. So my mom was like, man, I'm just gonna bring your ass home, and then after that, just turn up from there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So when you came back, what type of kid was you at Langley? What was you into?
Well, I came back in the 8th grade. I went to Arsenal.
Okay.
I went to Arsenal. So when I came back to where it was like, I looked at it like I was gone for so long. I was out of touch with a lot of friends, a lot of this, a lot of that. So I came back to where I was like by myself, you know what I'm saying? And I was my own man. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't want to say like when I went to that school was there on some jail shit, institutionalized, like, but I'm away from everything, from different culture to where, like I said, Philly's one way, Pittsburgh's one way. So I adapt a lot from how they were and brought it back home to where like I'm more mature now, I'm into different, I see things differently. But when I came back home, people was childish as hell, immature. I felt like I was years older than them mentally wise, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and one thing that helped me adapt to where I was in, went to Arsenal was, playing sports and shit like that. So the popularity in school came real quick, you know what I'm saying? So I played basketball when I ain't had football. I hate basketball though. Yeah. Saying football is my favorite sport. I hate basketball, but I played basketball. You know what I'm saying? I did that for the last year, and then, but as far as that, I mean, I was, in school, I was cool. I was collected. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know too many people the first beginning weeks and shit like that.
Was you trying to rap back then? You always had a liking for music?
No. I always had a liking for music, but I never tried to rap. I just I don't know. I just got an ear for music. I always had an ear for music, from my mom, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Playing old school music. And it's a song to this day that I will always like from my mom. It was Lenny Williams, Because I Love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She played that a lot. And me listening to that and me learning to listen to that, at a young age, I started to open my ears to a lot of different stuff, like a lot of old school songs. Like, there's a lot of stuff I can't remember, but just hearing it, just getting the feeling from it, like, I like this. This is where music comes from, the feeling. You know what I'm saying? So once I started to understand that, I always had a liking for music, so.
So how'd you first get your involvement on the music scene, like doing anything?
Like I said, well, the me getting involved with the music all started with O.
So like, when did you meet O?
I met O probably like 9th grade, 10th grade. So it was kind of, around that time. Like, but when I started with him, like rocking with him, we just clicked.
How'd y'all even get connected?
Friends, through friends, like I'm saying. My man Lord W, he had his homie was Rome and everything. They'll start being together, clicking tight, and we just all formed as being cool and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Was he rapping back then?
Who, O?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't start right away, but probably a few months after me and him just met each other and got clicked like that, he started rapping. Okay. And then from there on out, you know what I'm saying, we grew closer, not even just on music wise, but street shit like that. Like, and then once he started rapping, I've been loyal to like just this that's just in me, period. Like, so once he started doing it, I'm like, well, if you got it, go ahead and do it. And me being a lot younger than him and everything, like, it just like, if that's what you're doing, I'm kind of taking in from you and what you're doing, paying attention to what you do. And once I started to see he started early when he came out with Wet Paint and Dunk Rider. Mm-hmm. When he did that, for his first few songs, that took over the city. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, damn, my man's like really doing his thing. Like, and then ever since then, it's just like everything he been doing, I've been right beside him, not necessarily involved, but like, hands on. But that came in a couple years later. And I will never forget, he said one thing to me like a couple years later to where it was like, you might as well do something instead of sitting around, be one of those niggas who sit around and just reap the benefits. And when he said that to me, it made me think of a different perspective, like maybe he's saying this for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to be one of those type of niggas that do that, which a lot of people do. So once he said that, I really started looking into the different stuff like, making beats. But when I started to see how people make beats, man, that shit's crazy. Like, that shit will kill anybody's mind just sitting in the first half an hour. But when I started to think of what I wanted to do, like I said, me coming from, the Scotland school and being in a different environment, it helped me open up to people. So that helped me with a lot of people skills. So once I started thinking of what I want to do, I started networking with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? He took on, like, he was doing everything by himself. I'll never take any credit away from what he did for himself from the beginning, because he did a lot for himself. He was his own manager, his own, we both own 7 Trade, was doing 7 Trade. So, but like I said, he was doing more of everything hands-on and, business-wise, networking-wise to a certain extent, because it was just only us two. He had different people as far as putting music out, shit like that. But like I said, I can't take none away from what he did from hands-on stuff. But later on down the line, that's when I first started, investing, networking. I would only say he's my manager. I'm his manager if I was connecting or trying to reach out to other people for representation reasons. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a manager, it looks sloppy sometimes. Yeah. So I would be like, well, I have an artist if I'm trying to get into contact with people that he never even talked to. So, and I'll run about too. And I'm like, man, just say it, like, whatever the case may be. But even because I said he was my artist, we would still do everything half and half, or he'll take lead, I'll take lead. So that's kind of what it was like. And, that's when I really started getting my involvement. And ever since then, it just got, better and better for the things I started really being involved in.
See, like, speaking of you making connections for Owey, when Owey was here, he said the song Whoa with Dolph, he said it came through you. He said you called him or something. I don't remember how the story exactly went.
Yeah,
but
that was
to get in the car.
Yeah, that was a situation to where, Whoa was a big song, and I wanted to kind of go off of the momentum of the people saying, the Migos and the Owey situation. Mm-hmm. We never looked at it like we trying to go at the Migos. But any publicity is good publicity. So we going to use that. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to, we felt as though the song itself would get enough steam, enough rolling, whatever the case may be. So me thinking like, okay, well, we need to hit them. You know, everybody say, okay, if you got one hit song, you need something to back up with that. So I looked at it like, okay, well, what can I do, you know, on my own to make it out to be like, damn, like, you know, we need something. We need a hitter after that. A lot of people got singles and they just come up with a remix. You know what I'm saying? Like Lucci's, what's that Lucci song now? He got Lil Wayne on, Key to the Streets. He got Lil Wayne on that and everything. Yeah. So it's just stuff like that. So people come up with their hit songs. Most people make remixes to it. And Dolph was kind of doing his thing at the time. He was, he had Preach going. That was crazy at the time. And him and O. So I just reached out to his peoples and I talked to them on the phone personally. I got their number to this day. Every time I call them, they answer the phone. It's all love. They don't never talk to me on some big dog shit. They all humble. They cool. When they came to the city, last time y'all saw me on stage with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they came. I was with them probably from 2:00 in the afternoon, probably till 2 hours up till the show, because they show love. It's just all, you know what I'm saying? And that's one camp I know to where in the industry, they ain't never changed who they was from the time we shot the video and did the song and everything. From even when I reached out, you know, they was all cool. But I reached out to him. He's like, he told me the price. I had it right then and there. I sent the money within a day. He got back. He sent the song, I want to say 2 days later, because I want to say he was on tour. He had a couple shows going. But he sent the song 2 days later. And I'm like, that's quick as hell. And I was kind of like worried, thinking like, man, you know, we're gonna give him that money. He just gonna bullshit on the song, like I'm saying. So I had my negatives about it, my doubts about it, but I'm like, you know what, it's a chance. You know what I'm saying? So, but when he sent the song back, I'm like, damn, like he did his thing on this. So I'm like, man, I need to spice this up a little bit more. Bankroll was doing his thing at the time, and O and Bankroll had their own personal relationship. So I'm like, you know what, let me surprise my mans and get him on a song with Bankroll to where he don't even know it, off of them having their own relationship. So I reached out to his peoples, did the song. I think he did the song probably in 3 days, but I think he had to do it again because, like, you know, they had to get the track outs and all this different stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, but in all, he got the song back quick, just as quick as Dolph did. And once we put it together and I, you know, made the song full and everything, I pulled up on O. I was like, look, I want you to check something out. Played the song, and he's sitting there listening to it. And he's like, I saw in his face, like, why are you playing me my song? Like, so, and I'm just sitting back, just looking, you know what I'm saying? As soon as he heard Dolph's voice, his face just lit up like damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And you did all this without me knowing, you know what I'm saying? But that's me showing, I'm going to go but I've been showing him this from I started with him. Like, that's another milestone of me proving to you that I'm going to go as hard for you just as much as you'll go hard for yourself, because I believe in you and I feel like you got this, you got that. So, you know what I'm saying? We a team, like, and I always been in him, and ain't nobody going to have his back like I was. So,
I shot the video for that too.
Oh yeah, Dolph came up with 3 people and some slippers up Northview, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't shy about it. He wasn't timid, man. He said, man, come on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, up Northview on some flip flops. He wasn't on no. Of course, he had his chains on, had his watches on, his Gucci belt and everything. He came with 2 car loads, 3 people in one car, 1 person in the other car. That's all he came with. Nobody else, no entourage. He ain't having no 4 other cars following him. Nothing. He just did his thing. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, we wish we could have had Bankroll in the video, but you know we couldn't. There's a crazy story behind that Bankroll part. The what's that? The little billboard that O standing on top of. That billboard wasn't up for 24 hours. They just put that billboard up overnight. So we're the first. I don't care anybody in Atlanta see this. We was the first person to get that billboard since they put it up in less than 24 hours. Not 2 Chainz, not no Trouble, nobody in Atlanta got a shot on that billboard before us. And you know, we took pictures of him. We added the dude who put it up and everything. You know, I don't know if he reached out to O like text message and everything, but he definitely was, you know, interacting with O on Instagram. You know, like, you know, I appreciate that and this, that, and third. But you know, us trying to do that was crazy because you see how it was high, but it was on somebody's property. So we had to use the garage. We was trying to talk to the people who owned the actual property. So we're like, look, is there any way y'all can help us get up on this billboard? Dude was like, no, we can't really do nothing for you. Plus, on top of that, the manager ain't here. You know, he's out of town. You know what I'm saying? I'm the lead manager or whatever for the day. I was like, man, we need this damn shot. Like, we going to think of something. So we like, look, how about we write on a paper or something, like a little waiver to where we going to sign it. And you going to sign it, we going to sign it to where if anything happened, we'll take all blame for it. Your name ain't in it. We don't know you, blase. We just got up there on our own. It's like, man, y'all give me such and such. But y'all got to get up there on your own. We like, cool. So we sitting there thinking about like 5 minutes, like, yo, well, how can we get up on this goddamn billboard? It's like, what, we going to go to Home Depot and rent a ladder. You know what I'm saying? Even if they didn't rent it, we was going to do it all costs, pay whatever we had to do. On our way to Home Depot, was probably like 15 minutes away. I see these Mexicans. I'm driving. I see these Mexicans on this building. They're painting. And there's like 4 different ladders. I'm like, yo, like they got ladders. I'm saying, and the place is pretty high. I stopped in the middle of the traffic. Like, I'm not even at the light. I'm back beyond the light. I stopped in the middle of traffic, hopped out, ran across the street. O's other manager, her name is Amber. She hurried up and hopped in a driver's seat and, you know, pulled off down the street. So I'm talking to the Mexicans, like, yo, look, I will give y'all, I think I told him I'll give him like $100. I was like, I'll give you $100 if you let me borrow this ladder for like 45 minutes to an hour. He was like, I don't know, man. The boss is coming back. I was like, man, I'll give you $200. It don't matter. Name your price. I need this ladder. You know what I'm saying?
They were just like the bigger ladders
they
you
were
could
just
get at Home Depot or something?
No, but it wasn't even. We was on the way to Home Depot.
Yeah, it was the
so
time.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the
fuck
time.
that. Like we was on the time. So I'm like, we trying to hurry up and get this before it gets too dark or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just see, like I said, I see ladders. I don't care whose ladders it was.
Yeah.
So I went up there to go try to, you know, offer the money to do his, like, I think it was around like 1 o'clock. And he's like, well, look, man, if you could get it back by 4:30, you know, cool.
We're good.
Man, I'm like, all right, bet. Took the ladder. This ladder's big as hell. The ladder's poking out the back of the truck. You know what I'm saying? We head back to the billboard and everything, and we got the scene done. Dude wasn't complaining. He wasn't bitching about it. He's like I said, if y'all can find y'all way to get up there, y'all get up there. Gets up there. He knocks out the scene. We took that ladder back in a half an hour and got the shit done. And to me, that's like a big highlight of what we did, because like don't nobody know like what it takes to really be shoot videos. Sometimes you got to think on like just going like you got to think of different things to do. Like just because somebody tell you can't do something, you just got to think of different ways to get shit done of what you want to get done.
Outside the box.
Yeah, you definitely got to think outside the box, and that was big for us because like I said, that billboard wasn't up for 24 hours, and it was a billboard, a bankroll. So we like, damn, no, we have to get this damn billboard. We got to get this shot.
Land on that one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think them niggas knew English, man.
Yeah, and it was, look, although I pulled the money out, he's like, oh, you got this money? All right, cool. I was like, man, he's like, I don't know. I pulled another one out. He's like, okay, look, man, you get it back by this time. You took the money, got it back. And he was like, damn, it's fast. Money talk. You know what I'm saying? But it was more so like I said, he got this relationship with Bankroll, you know. Of course, he passed by the time we shot the video, and that was big to us, and that felt big to me to really make that happen because his connection that he had with Bankroll to where we needed to get that, you know, so it could be like, you know, and O's a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, to get the song mastered and everything and, you know, beating that song out of copyrights, I think he got a couple, I don't know if he did it all the way, but he was trying to do it to where some of the percentage of the song when he makes off the song went to his family. A lot of people ain't doing shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was real big for us to do that completely and, you know, make it happen to where we get it on MTV and all that stuff like that. So, man, that was a real big moment for me to where, you know, we did together collectively to make that happen for him and everything. So
y'all also was on the tour with Riff Raff last year.
Oh yeah. The tour on Riff Raff is that came, I don't even know how it came about. He told me about it, and that's kind of when I really started doing music. Not even seriously, like, before we did, I probably did like 3 songs. And matter of fact, that Cash Flow song that y'all was playing on Wemo, that's probably that's probably the second song I ever recorded on my own and like taking it serious. Like, I'm saying, so I'm like, damn, you know, I'm just do it, have fun with it. But I only do it to help him. You know what I'm saying? Like, a half an hour to perform in front of people you don't know, that can be career ending. Like, he was gonna boo you, like, man, who is this dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta think about it, we going in front of people, like, as far as who like riff rap. Ain't no telling what type of crowd that's gonna be. So I'm like, look, let me think of things to let me make some songs to buy some time for him to perform and just kill the time. Cause I know O's not the type to be trying to be up there for no half an hour. Right. Like, he trying to get shit done quick, make a show, make a scene, whatever, boom, boom, boom.
It's a long time.
Out. It's a long time. A long time.
Because you might not perform the whole song. And
it is a long time. So I had songs. I probably had like 5 songs I did, you know, just for the hell of it, the fun of it. And the reason why I did them, because people, you know, the in-house producers that we have at our studio, it's like, these are actually good songs. Like, and I tell them, like, look, if they're trash, tell me they're trash. I was like, no, bro, they're actually decent songs. Like, you know, for you to not to really be rapping. Besides, you're having fun with it. I don't have no expectations when I'm doing music. I just make, you know, the hell of it, like I said. And I'm thinking, like I said, when he was going to tour on Riff Raff, it's like, let me make some energy songs to get the crowd hype and shit like that for him, for whenever O comes up to the stage. That's what it was, you know. So, but once I started doing it, and, you know, I had the cash flow song and everything, I'm really taking the cash flow song serious, thinking of different ways of how to put that out. I didn't even perform cash flow out there. I had other songs I performed, but even when we went on tour, I started looking at it like, my life depends on it as well. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing things. I started performing. I never, ever grabbed a microphone. I never was O's hype man. I never got on a stage to try to rap. Never recorded nothing, ever. So I'm looking at it like, damn, like, this is going to be crazy. But I kept in my mind, my life depends on this shit just as much as he does. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Well, of course, when I go out of town, I have a little bit of fun as far as drinking. But I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do no type of pills. I don't do nothing. So when I went on stage, I wasn't nervous at all. You know what I'm saying? I just did my thing. A lot of people be nervous, and I just, like I said, like, me keeping the motive of my life depends on this. You know what I'm saying? I just rock the crowd, like, for the first show to the end, jumping in the crowds and everything, fucking with the fans.
Saw you
taking
climbing up skyscraper.
Oh yeah. I was just doing stuff to have fun, to make and I started paying attention to Walker. Like, even before going on tour, like, Walker is not a lyricist, but he makes money because of his stage presence.
Sure.
Yeah, like, if you ain't making money off of you being a lyricist and this like that, like, you get paid for your stage presence. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still making money off of Salute Me or Shoot Me overseas, doing, what's that called? EDM? EDM from Salute Me or Shoot Me because of his stage presence. So if you could do stuff like that, you don't have to be the greatest. You just got to know what you're doing and know how to sell it. So I started looking at it like that, like, okay, well, they fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? They jumping to the songs and everything. I'm jumping the crowd, like, they interacted with me. I could show you videos through my whole Instagram and even stuff I didn't post, like, they really rock with me. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna take this and run with it. And that's how it was throughout the whole tour. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, for the most part, I did it to get the crowd going for whenever O stepped on. Because he was the head, you know, everything I was doing was for O. Like, I ain't trying to be the greatest rapper. I'm trying to be as big as Diddy, though. I'm gonna be as big as Diddy or even bigger than Diddy if I get to a certain platform. And you can mark this, you quote my words today. Like, but, you know, everything I did was for O. And but even me doing that for myself, I'm started looking at it like, you know, maybe this might be something I might do just for the fun of it. And I had to come back from tour early because, you know, things happen, you know, as far as financial, where my bank card got locked. My other card, even if they put, you know, money on my other card or whatever, they had to, like, it was just crazy. So I came back early so I can make sure I send money to O to wherever they're staying, like hotels and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can make sure we be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, it's only me and him. Ain't nobody got our backs like me and him. Like, so I came back making sure everything was cool with that. And I started working on other music. And then that's why I dropped the mixtape. I dropped the mixtape and everything. And I even got that hosted by Don Cannon. So I took some of the songs that I recorded from when I went on tour with Riff Raff, because of the response I got from, you know, performing them and everything. I probably recorded 5 more songs and just put a tape out. I didn't have no expectations. I didn't even push it all the way to where I could push it. I'm about to start pushing it again. But I got, like I said,
What's it called?
It's called Never See Me Coming. And the reason why I named it that, because people wouldn't expect me to start rapping. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the response I got from, you know, producers and a couple people I let listen to them, like, oh, like, damn, I didn't know you could do that. I'm like, I didn't know I couldn't either. I just had fun. I don't have expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so that's, and like I said, a lot of songs that I was doing was from the songs I took on tour with us. And, you know, and I just put them on a project. But yeah, the tour was, it was a lot of fun, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of crazy parts, but it was a lot of fun. People don't even understand the type of things you got to go through on tour, man. Like There's a couple people who went on tour with us as well to help out, with the timing, like Slim and Cash, Dior. So there was a lot of people who went there, but there's a lot of sacrifice you got to make as well too. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had 46 cities.
Damn.
46 cities. I slept in a Sprinter van for a lot of them cities, just to make other people comfort. Like they could sleep in a room. I'll sleep in a Sprinter van. I know what it's going to take. I knew what it was going to take before we even left. I don't care if we got to sleep in a one-bed shack with 8 people. I knew what it had to take because this is our big break. Not to slander nobody, not to talk down on nobody, but other than Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller, and not speaking of Hardo, of what he did now, shout out to Hardo, but who can you name went on tour like that in the city that long? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I really tried to take advantage to that, to where like, man, we got to make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So when I told like, man, look, nigga, you got to go. I don't care if you go buy you some sleeping bags, some a big laundry bag to where we probably ain't gonna wash clothes, wear white tees every day, throw them out, whatever case may be. Like, we really prepared for this to where, like, this can be a big shot. This can be, something to really a big break for us going on this tour. Like, and it definitely helped in a lot of ways to where it was either gonna make you or break you. Right. Some people don't even make it off performing off of the South Side. So, and I'm not trying to talk down nobody. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Who would you refer to?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, look, I'm going to just say 95% of these rappers in the Berg ain't never perform off of the South Side. And I'm going to say 95%. You know what I'm saying? But
who's the 5%
there's a couple people who definitely perform different places, you know what I'm saying? Like, but even going on stuff like that, like, it's either going to make you or break you, because us performing in places we ain't never even see these people, they don't know us. It's like, you're going to get shy, you're going to get timid, like, but you making your presence known. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, man, we're going to make it happen. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm passing out CDs. You know what I'm saying? O's taking pictures for people. We taking people's phones and following people on Snapchat and everything like that. So like I said, we try to make the best of it, which we did. There's a lot of, bumps and everything before we went. And like, and it's crazy. Like, and we did this all on our own. No backup, no help, no nothing. Nobody gave us no money for this. This is all on us. We damn near had to spend, not to, talk about money. I ain't that type of guy, but we damn near had to spend between like 50, 60 before we left. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having to go get the Sprinter van. That's ours. That's not lent out to us. That's ours. So the things we had to do to go get the Sprinter van, you know what I'm saying? The studio, I think we got the studio before we went on tour. So the things we had to do for that. And it's just a lot you got to do for certain things to set you up for certain positions. If we would have never ever did that and got the Sprinter van and got the studio, we wouldn't have been in a position to go on tour because we didn't have the Sprinter van. We had to do things to get the Sprinter van. And the Sprinter van, we got it, and luckily we was able to have the situation to go on tour. Right. So like, it's the stepping stones that you do, you never know what it could open up for you. And the things that you already have in place of what you're doing, it sets you up for things that may come along that you never know will come along. You know what I'm saying? So us having a Sprinter van, shit, that's ours. If we had to get a Sprinter van rented out, easily probably 20, 30. From no matter where you get it from, Hertz, Enterprise, your homie, you know what I'm saying? The maintenance on it, the driver, shit like that. Like, so it's a lot of things that, that help with this tour that we was able to do to where, it definitely put us in a good position to where we at now.
You said it was 46 cities?
46 cities. Some of them got canceled. Yeah. But then they made up a lot. And they was back to back. Yeah. Like back to back. I'm like, God,
what was your favorite city?
I don't know. I can't even lie. I really liked a lot of them. There was probably maybe 3 to 5 shows. Not that they didn't like us, but it was one of those fan bases like, we just want to see Riff. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care if you was Dave East, Kanye West, maybe Kanye West, but it don't matter who you were. They want to see Riff. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that they didn't like us. They was bobbing their heads and everything. You got some people, give you a round of applause whenever you leave and stuff like that. They didn't know. We never got booed, ever. Not on a single city we ever got booed. Everybody, they walk up to Owey, like, you did your thing. They walk up to me, you did your thing. Slim and Cash and Dior, they walk up, do their thing. So like I said, there's not one city I really feel like I didn't like. There may be one, but I probably can't remember it. But a lot of the tour, it was all love. Right. I'll do every city again. You know what I'm saying? Every city wasn't packed. even the small cities who wasn't packed, they was cool, show love. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a great experience of something that, you know, I'm glad to be a part of that we did on our own.
All right, New Wave Podcast. Brennan Solo Dolo up in here. Zigg, what up?
Yo.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we talked about a lot. You just talked about you getting off tour with Owey. Talked
46
about
cities.
46 cities. Y'all coming together. Y'all starting it. Oh yeah, you finally started rapping yourself.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this real quick. What made you like want to step behind the scenes and like come to the forefront and start rapping yourself?
Well, I never intentionally wanted to step in the forefront and really start doing music. Like I said, all the music I did before on tour was just to have fun. Dropping a mixtape was just for fun. But like even going on to that, I've been through a lot of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, like everything that people talk about, you know what I'm saying, I could talk about the same things and like personally really been in it, like, you know what I'm saying. But what really made me want to do it is when my sister passed away. My sister just passed away October 11th this year, 4 days before my birthday, 4 days after my little cousin's birthday. And once she did that, like once she passed away, it was like that shit just swept life like run up under my feet, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and it just, I didn't care about nothing, you know what I'm saying, like nothing that was going on out here in the world, not this, not that, you know what I'm saying. Me be so much into music, I felt like, you know what, I got a story to tell now, like, you know what I'm saying. And even when me doing that Cash Flow song and everything that I gave to you, I let y'all hear and everything, she was my biggest fan, you know what I'm saying. Like she wanted me to push that just as much as I was doing anything else. Like, she's like, man, this is hard. She was taking that up to Slippery Rock Planet. She was letting her old friends at what's that girl's, it's not Central Catholic, Oakland Catholic, that school. She was taking all that there, letting her friends listen out and everything. But she was my biggest fan when I was doing Cash Flow song, to where, like, you know, it made me feel good that my little sister's paying attention to what I'm doing, even though she already was, by, you know, staying in tune with everything I was doing with Owey, you know, watching this video, stuff like that. So whenever she passed, it just made me think about it, like, you know what, I got a lot of pain I could talk about as far as, you know, family, personal, you know, me being down on my ass, like, you know, a lot of shit I could talk about that I got in the works, to where it was, like I said, it was the button. It was just that button to where, like, you know what, why not just do this for myself? You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I could talk about everything as much as everything else is talking about, but I like listening to real music. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, the trap shit is cool, everything is cool, but I like listening to things like Kevin Gates and when Meek, when he's talking about that real shit, or you know, like that type of music, or Boosie when he's talking about this some real shit. Like, so I just started thinking about that, and me being so much involved in music, like I wasn't even at the studio, because all this been going on for a while before she passed, for probably like 3 months. I ain't talked to O for about 2 months. So I ain't deal with music for quite some time, like, because this shit been going on. Mm-hmm. So once that happened, it was just like, damn, like, I don't even know what to do no more. I don't feel myself. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back to something. You know what I'm saying? So once I started trying to pop up at the studio, you know, I already knew I was going with something like a certain type of feeling. Like, so this was my outlet. I started making like stuff like people could relate to, like some more heartfelt song. And once I started doing that, you know, I just like, you know what, I could really, you know, I sent 3 different songs to 3 different people. They all told me, and I wasn't even going for this angle, going for this type of image. I just made the song what came to me. 3 different people on 3 different songs told me they sound like I sound like Kevin Gates. And that's big to me. Kevin Gates is one of my favorite rappers. Not just because his music, but his interviews and how he is as a person, his mind, you know, how he lets you know how he is. Mm-hmm. He opens up. So when he puts his content and music out, you understand who he is, because you know his interviews and the way he's talking relates and adds up to his music. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. So, you know, and also, you know, Kevin Gates is a platinum artist as well. So when you say shit like that to me, like, it didn't get my head big, but it just made me like, I could really do this myself as well. You know what I'm saying? And speak on some real reality type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been through a lot of shit, even, you know, just not even just my sister passing, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the good things that me and O been through, we also been through some crazy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, but you know, me and him going through, we ain't never really put it out on, you know, on wax and everything. But I always told O, what you feel, put it on music. What you going through personally, you know, with your kids, with this, with that, with girls, whatever, put it on music. we will always talk about it, but I always tell them put it on music. I'm saying that's what people want to hear. You know what I'm saying it's cool to make the woes and all that, but like trap rap could be around, but it gets washed away next tomorrow because there's another song coming. You know what I'm saying? You can make classic trap rap, that's cool. But what will always be there is reality music to where you could touch somebody. That's where your core fan base is gonna come to, because you speak of some shit to where, okay, then he's this big high famous person, but he going through the same shit I'm going through. I feel him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's kind of where my mindset was and is when it comes to making music. And I'm like, I want to touch people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what made me really start taking it serious for myself. Yeah. Like really, really taking it serious. I try to be in the studio every single day, without leaving, without recording a song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
you feel like you can get the music out there even easier than most artists, since you know how to deal with other management and network and radio. Me
personally, I do. I feel like I do. Only thing you need is money. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not like if you can have the money and not know what to do with it. But the fact of me, like I said, what I've been doing behind the scenes and networking, I know certain ways and certain different type of avenues and stuff like that to get in contact with people that people might not be able to do. We had been in meetings and with different people if we mention them, niggas from the bird wouldn't even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, and me just picking their brains and thinking like how they got to where they got to and networking with different people, so I kind of know a few things. Like, I know a few people. I know somebody right now who could walk me in any label I wanted to, but I just got to have a product. You know what I'm saying? And he'll distribute songs. When I went to this Revo Music Conference, when I went down the first time, I got Diddy's manager's number, Jay Cruz. I still have his number to this day. I called him probably like 2 months ago, but he remembered who I was because of the presentation I gave to him. When I went down there 2 years ago, I stepped to him with a Stiller flash drive. Like, I had a flash drive with a Stiller keychain on it, and I made sure I did that to where, once I reach out to him, like, I'm the guy who you talk to in, Miami at the Music Revo Conference with the Stiller flash drive, you know who I was. And the way he presented himself to me once I introduced myself, it was all love, because when I'm talking to him, in the way I stepped to him was, real mature and professional. And somebody tried to bump into what we was talking about, he like, no, fall back. Like, I like how you presented yourself. It came to me, and me and him been keeping in touch. But like I said, I didn't have the product to what I have now as far as Jace, Royce O, and stuff like that. To, I'm not, just because you got to connect, you can't just beat the horn down. Because if they gonna get annoyed, like, man, what you doing? Like, you become a pest. And I'm not the type of guy to do that. So it's like, one of the sayings I always heard was, you always want to stay ready so you ain't never got to get ready. So I want to make sure I got all my ducks lined up before I go to these people, and it's like, damn near, all they got to do is just take the shot. I'm coming with this, I'm coming with this, I'm coming with this, I'm coming with this. Everything is lined up. All you got to do is give me that shot. So, like I said, I know different, that's from networking. I'm saying there's different ways I know how to network people, different connections I got. I could do everything on my own. I just got to have that type of money. But if you don't got the money, you can't do nothing. Not saying I'm, the richest person or brokest person, but nobody makes it in this music business without money. You need money. People, you got to respect the business. People need their palms greased. Ain't nobody going to give you nothing because you got the hardest record. Your record might be hard, but they also have a business that they need too. So you got to do that. And if you don't have it, then there's like, the networking can be cool. You could just be calling somebody's phone like, yeah, I know you. But it can only get you but so far. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. But for me, myself, I definitely feel like I can do anything I try to accomplish doing networking-wise and know how to get it out there, because I played my position for so long dealing with O. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely feel as though I could do it. I'd have a big advantage over a lot of people, even though I just started taking it serious in October than a lot of people do. So
do you like being an artist more than being a manager, or?
No, I like being, I like being a guy who could call the shots and make things happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I only started really doing music, because it's an outlet for me. I'm not trying to be no Biggie, Jay-Z. I'm not trying to be the greatest rapper. I'm doing it for an outlet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just to have fun of it. But my main goal and what I want to do in music is, if I get to a certain platform with the things I'm doing, I'm going to be the next Diddy or as big as Diddy. I'm trying to reach higher than Diddy. So I don't even want to, you know, compare myself to him. And I started thinking like this, you know, I always was like, I want to be like Diddy. I want to be like Diddy. I want to be like Diddy. But then I started thinking about like, no, I don't want to be like Diddy. I want people to be like me. And I'm going to start now. So somebody on the same level as me, where I'm at, they see what I'm doing. They trying to be like how I am now. And I'm setting like a blueprint of what we can do on our level. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody or I'm more, you know, whatever than somebody, but I'm at the bottom just like the next person who's trying to do the same thing I'm doing. So I'm kind of like trying to create a blueprint to where, you know, just follow my lead. But my goal is to get bigger than Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That's who I want to be. What Diddy did for hip hop is big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he is a little arrogant and shit like that sometimes, but shit, he did what he did.
I think he's confident. I don't think he's arrogant.
Yeah, no, he's some just like, you know, sometimes it's like a thin line between it. He do crazy shit like, but I do agree with you. He's definitely a lot confident because the things he done did. The things he done did can't nobody else ever say they done did it. The obstacles he had to go through, nobody can say they done did it. And that's kind of what I relate my life to at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I've been started doing this shit, like I said, I started doing this shit with O since I was there in 17, 18. So the things that we accomplished and went through just from now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see myself being like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to push you. I'm trying to be bigger, and I'm not even going to say trying to. Like I said, mark my words right now. If I get to a certain platform, I'm going to be as big as Diddy or even bigger Diddy.
So what's the next step? Like, the
next step right now for me is just worrying about the music, you know, trying to get through this pain of what I feel from my sister for real. Right. I'm not over it, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is brand new. Like I said, like my sister was my everything, you know what I'm saying? So and I know she would want me to keep on going and thriving for what I'm doing. But like I can't connect with anything else. Only thing I can connect with right now is music. And me doing it for myself, it's like, you know, everybody say is the best investment is in yourself. So why put this investment to all these other people when I could do it myself? And like I said, like the confidence that I got put in me to where, you know, people say my stuff sound like Kevin Gates, and I can relate to what people is already talking about. I can say the same exact shit. You know what I'm saying? There's things I can't talk about because I don't want to put myself in these situations. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, what's next for me is just, you know, I don't know how, you know, just like I said, this is my first year of starting to do music. I don't know, what's your average, how many videos you think an average, you know, beginning rapper puts out like his first year or so like that?
6.
Yeah,
6.
5, 6, something like that.
I'm set up to shoot 10 videos and I already got 2 done already, but I'm on a pace to shoot 10 videos and I'm only a year in, like I said, like, right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I having a better advantage of because of how I do with networking, the things I done did, tour with, you know, Riff Raff and things like that, have a few connections with that, have a few connections from the other stuff I done did. I know how to get my music on. I know how to get the radio campaign if I had the money, but not even that big of a scale to where it could coordinate to where us getting that video on MTV, it could coordinate. You know what I'm saying? Like it go hand in hand. I know how to get it on MTV. We the one who did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who really quarterbacked that situation. Not to take nothing away from O, of course, but I'm the one who really quarterbacked the situation to get it to MTV and BNC Jam. So me having that big advantage over a lot of people, I know everything I need to do. Music is not hard. You know what I'm saying? All you really need is marketing, promotion, you know, if you want to chase radio, you got to have the money for it. And you know, just stuff like that. Like, and you also need a PR, you know what I'm saying? You definitely need a PR. But like I said, music is not hard, you know what I'm saying? Music is 5% of anything. All you do is make the song, get it mastered, and that's it. That's all music is. You know what I'm saying? But the business aspect of it is everything you got to have intact. And that's what the big role that I helped play with, you know, me learning and things like that, to where I feel like I even have advantage with that by knowing how to, you know, get it copywritten, get it published. I even own my own publishing company. You know how people be putting Facebook shit up where I don't own the rights to these songs? Nigga, I own my rights to everything I put out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So me doing that, I have a big advantage on that, to where even if I put it out, even getting it played on Wham or whatever the case may be, you know, I'm going to reap the benefits from that, even if it ain't big. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even like I'm trying to have expectations on what I'm doing to be the biggest. It's just create revenue to where I'm getting compensated on doing what I'm doing for what I know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So the next step is, like I said, is just like putting these videos out and knowing where to put them. I don't want to just push stuff out and just put it out there for the, You know, like no game plan, no nothing like. And the videos that I'm shooting actually have dialogue to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like I do have songs where, you know, it's gonna have people winning, jumping around this and the third. Like that's later. Like, but the songs right now to where I got in seasons, this video I got dropping first with Case. It's called Demons. You know, that's me going through a couple things, stuff like that, and that comes with a dialogue. There's a song called that I'm dropping after that, which is probably the beginning of February. That's called Mama Told Me. That's with Yace. That has a dialogue. You know what I'm saying? So everything I'm doing, you know, like I want people to see, like it's not just about jumping around and shit like that. Like, you know, you actually got to know what you're doing. You got to have a plan. You got to give people a vision or a visual to talk about. Like, oh, that's all, you know, jumping around doing all this shit. That's cool, but I don't want to be that type guy. Like, you know, it's like I said, like I pay attention to, you know, your Kevin Gateses and shit like that, to where they mean something and everything they put out, like you can get something from it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the pace I got. I'm really not on no long-term crazy things as far as rapping and music. But for me right now, it's just making myself known and giving myself a presence for music and shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Talking about the next step, you got any goals that you trying to reach by like the end of this year?
By the end of this year, not really, because like I said, like what a lot of people really don't know is, and music, which it kind of don't really mean nothing for us, but it's still in my mind because of the things and the people I talk to. Well, I can't say that now. It's really it's the new year, but I'm definitely, like I said, I'm pushing everything now to where just make myself presence to get my name here. I don't want to keep going off of the resume of O, because I share that same resume a little bit, but just making a name for myself to where people, okay, well, we could put him in the name with this and doing that, but not just crazy trap rap music. I want people to look at what I'm doing is making my name to where, okay, damn, he's putting out quality stuff, quality music, and just making actual music. I'm saying, like I said, I have no expectations, because I'm doing this all of, this is an outlet for me. Like I ain't trying to be Jay-Z. I ain't trying to be this. I ain't trying to be that. But what I will say is, any notoriety that I get from myself with music, I'm pushing it off on Yace and Royce. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my main goal for real, and what I'm trying to do with Ashton Entertainment for right now, what I have with Yace and Royce. Because like I said, I feel like Yace and Royce are the most underrated artists in Pittsburgh, and I feel like I just had somebody the other day tell me, I'm like, hey, you know, Yace could kind of make music. It sounds a little bit like Uzi Vert, a little bit. You know, he was like, man, he sound better than Uzi Vert. So for somebody with that status of who he is, like damn, like, you know, that kind of moved me. Like damn, like he's saying he better than Uzi Vert, but we just don't have the notoriety. So if we get the notoriety, we gonna get there. And one thing about Yace is, you know, a lot of people know him for his beats and shit like that. Like, man, this motherfucker, man, excuse me, but Yace can make shit from Flow Rider, and people might smirk me for saying Flow Rider. Flow Rider's a platinum selling artist. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't hear him, he's a platinum selling artist. So he can make shit from Flow Rider to Uzi Vert to Gucci Man back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Trap house type shit. You know, Webby Boosie to Katy Perry, Madonna, Drake, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, Tim McGraw. Most of these people don't even know Tim McGraw. Like, he can make all old soul food type music. Like, he can make that type music. Like, you know, a lot of people think BT Awards, I'm trying to be the next BT Awards, shit like that. Nah, with Yace and Royce, I'm thinking Grammys. You know what I'm saying? If he was to relate it to movies and shit like that, I'm thinking Oscars. That's what my mind is set on, Royce and Yace. That's what I have for them. Like, my main goal with this music, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily about me trying to be as big as Diddy. I want to be as big as Diddy, of course. But with me in that transition, I'm bringing Royce and Yace with me because they are crazy. And like I said, I will put my life on the line if I could bet it against anybody. Industry, local, whatever. And, you know, people might not, you know, feel where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to be biased because, you know, Royce might not get out there a lot. He don't got that recognition. He's not like a backpack rapper, but he's not a street dude. You know what I'm saying? He's not a street cat where he's gonna rap about all these guns and shit like that. He's gonna rap about his life, what he does, you know, and he's a real lyricist. He's a true lyricist. You know what I'm saying? And so it's hard for him. And I keep on telling, like, bro, just be patient with me. You know, I'm gonna help you. You know, I don't want you to feel no type of way of you feel like Pittsburgh ain't fuck with you, the city ain't fuck with you, because, you know, you won't fit the criteria of being here with the music, because this is what everybody based on. Right. Just worry about you continue to do what you do, never change up who you are, because I'm gonna get you to where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like he's a true lyricist. Yace is beyond. Yace's vision for music and beats and creativity is beyond out of this world. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's my main goal, short-term goal, long-term goal, just music, period. Is just getting Yace and Royce the recognition they deserve, because I really believe in them.
Music out now?
Royce's music, he has Grammy music. That's on Dat Piff.
All right.
But all the stuff that we've been doing before, Yace has Swego, I believe it's on Dat Piff. But all this started coming before when they put their project out. But for me learning how to put it on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, and all that shit. So everything we do now is always going to be on there. You know what I'm saying? So me doing a label of myself, not necessarily going off of but doing it for myself, I learned all this on my own. Like, I don't really got no help from nobody. Of course, you know, me and O go over things, but like I said, like, I want to do things on my own. I can't say I want to be as big as Diddy and bigger than Diddy if I ain't doing it on my own, learning my own shit. Like, so I do more work than anybody in music here. Probably, I ain't gonna say in the industry like that, just by sitting in the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, researching shit, like looking up different distribution deals, learning how distribution deals can be better than, you know, major labels. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your pros and cons of both. There's like different distribution deals that you have. I won't know all this if I ain't learning on it. So I do my own research on learning how to get on iTunes and Apple Music and this, that, and the third. Media base. A lot of these motherfuckers don't even know about media base. You know what I'm saying? Ass cap and all that. People don't know this stuff.
At all.
And they don't know this stuff. Like, they think about just making a song or making a video and jump around, you gonna get big. Nah. Like, just example. Bobby Smurda, Hot Nigga. One of the craziest songs he came out with. Was he or was he not complaining that he was broke?
Chief Keef's first song too. He did the same thing.
Broke. Because they don't know the business of it. They could have made $1 million off that song. The label could have made $1 million off that song. And they don't even know it because the paperwork ain't right. Everything we doing, I'm making sure paperwork is right. Like I said, I own my own publishing. I own my own label. Anything I do, you know what I'm saying? I don't want a major label. If we do, we gonna have a partnership. You ain't taking nothing out of my people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like I said, I'm learning everything I'm doing on my own. I still have a lot to learn. I know a lot on my own, you know what I'm saying, by researching. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say, the best way to hide something is by putting it in context, putting it in a book. I read books. I read music books. I get advice from people who was in the game a little bit, from the different connections I have. You know what I'm saying? Like the person I met with some dude down in Revolt Music Conference with Diddy had his first year. You know, Diddy, you know, paid him a lot of money to push a song. He could walk me into any label I want to if I had that product. You know, he could walk me into Def Jam, Atlantic. Birdman calls his phone directly and look for new artists. Akon, one time, me and Owey is walking out the office. Akon's walking in this man's office by himself with just some old nigga look like an Uber driver. You know, Akon might have Secret Service around him, type of nigga Akon is. So when you got a nigga like Akon walking into your office by himself, you like, damn, okay, well, I'm connected with the right nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like him like that, to where he's very knowledgeable. He knows a lot about music. I get advice from him. I might be on the phone with him for about 3-4 hours. You know, I'm learning how to become an A, because, you know, at a point in time, I want to work for a label to become an A&R to help Pittsburgh rappers. This was a couple years ago. Like, I always wanted to be an A&R because I feel like Pittsburgh has a lot of fucking talent here. A lot of talent here. And it starts from the young niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be like, you know, I want to be the dude, like I said, when me in the mind frame of being bigger than Diddy and being as big as Diddy, starting at the A&R position, kind of like what he did to bring my city up. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the mode, like, where I started and wanted to do for real, but getting an advice from him on learning that, he tells me a lot of things. I might be, like I said, I might be on the phone with him for about 3 hours, 5 hours. He's just giving me the logistics of how things work, being an A&R, how labels are, businesses, campaigns, and stuff like that. So it's a lot of advice that it helps me build in this label to where, you know, like I said, still have a lot to learn, but I know what I'm doing. I'm on the right path to trying to learn. Like, I'm saying, I don't want to be no great rapper. I don't care about all that. Y'all, you know, everybody else can have that, but I want to change what I can. I want to do what I can do as far as hip hop and, you know, the culture. But I mean, people make a lot of money off of music, but on their own, independently. But music ain't even what I really want to, be big in. Like, of course I want to be as far as Diddy, but everything is branched from music. So once we get into music, you know what I'm saying, or I get into music for on a certain platform, I'm gonna branch off to other different type of shit, like foundations, getting into schools. I'm real big on the youth. I love kids, so I'm real big on the youth. I want to bring things back to my neighborhood and other cities, other places. I'm real big on like stuff like rights for people, women's rights, men's rights, this, that, and the third. Like I'm real big on a lot of stuff that got to deal with people personally, like that. Get people out of this Instagram social media world and make them focus on being aware of the people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that go on that people ain't aware of, to where me having that recognition, like I said, because everything comes from music. You know what I'm saying? Like, how your movie stars and everybody looks at music from jewelry and everything. Like, I'm not saying like that, but music is influential to everything in the world. So once I get that recognition, I can start with a lot of things I want to do. And I already got things set in place to where once I get there, y'all gonna hit so many milestones so quick. I'm like, damn, like it's like he didn't became an overnight success or whatever, or doing what he's doing. He's just coming up with one of these other different stuff. I'm already planting my seeds to where I know what I want to do soon as I get that recognition from certain things, like so.
Big Solo Dolo, Brennan up in here.
Yo.
Where can people find your music at?
Well, I only have one project out. I'm gonna start pushing that again. It's on my mixtapes.
The one with Don Cannon hosted.
Yeah. It's the mixtape is called Never See Me Coming. It's on my mixtapes and it's on Dat Piff. I didn't put it on Spinrilla. Well, we couldn't put it on Spinrilla because I don't know, something happened. But that's been out. I dropped out on my brother's birthday on May 22nd last year. Like I said, I didn't really push it all crazy. I'm saying I wasn't really into music or like that. But now I'm about to start taking it serious for myself and everything. So I'm about to get back in the midst of doing that, shoot videos for that. And, but like I said, the mixtape is called Never See Me Coming, hosted by Don Cannon. It's on my mixtapes and Dat Piff. Okay. So.
Also looking out for your artists.
Oh, yeah. Also, I have Yace. Who's coming, and Yace and Royce, both under Ashton Entertainment. And I'll go against anybody who feel like they could do whatever, they better than these people. I ain't trying to be biased. Bar for bar, I feel like Royce can go with anybody. Yace, he can make. Huh?
You bet the bag?
Man, I'll bet whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who might go against Royce just because he don't have that popularity. But if I could get him in front of some real people who like music and hip hop and stuff like that, get people not being biased from all these rappers here, I feel like he gonna come out on top.
Him through for the freestyle.
I'll do that.
What's both the social media? So like,
who else but Royce? That's Royce's Twitter and Instagram. And Yace, he has different social media names, but he has DJ Yace for Instagram. I believe he has DJ Yace for Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I believe his Facebook is Mario Patterson. I'm not sure.
And yours?
My Facebook. Well, that's my real name. I don't say it anyway. My Facebook is Mike Bailey. I just made a Facebook. I hate Facebook. I hate social media for real. I hate social media. I hate Facebook. And I was kind of paying attention to what you were saying. How when people be sharing all that goofy shit. That's why I don't even go on there. I only made Facebook so I could deal with music. You know what I'm saying? Post pictures, some photo shoots or whatever, and people could share the videos. But I hate Facebook, man. I hate all social media. I'm into reality life, like you know what I'm saying. But
it's all perception.
Yeah, but my Facebook is Mike NYKE Bailey. My Instagram is ZIGG_73. My Twitter is ZIGG_73. Yace's social media is DJ, I believe it's DJ_Yace, YACE. Royce's Twitter and Instagram is Who Else But Royce. His Instagram and I believe his Facebook might be that too, and his Twitter. So you could go follow all of them. We definitely coming with a lot of noise for all of us. Like I said, I'm just doing this for an outlet for myself, touching into where, this is things that's coming off from what my sister is making me do from her spirit and everything. But Royce and Yace is definitely underrated as far as what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to make sure the world going to hear what they got. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure of that. You know what I'm saying? I put my life online behind that.
One more thing. Where's your studio at?
Oh, I own a studio with Owey. It's the McKees Rocks. You could come there, 60 an hour. We got in-house producers. We got Yace there. He makes his own beats, crazy as far as beats. We got Banger, who's there. He makes his own beats and stuff like that. They both work. They both there. And if you could come there from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night to wherever you want to do it, you just book your time, come do your thing, and you're going to get quality sound, and it's free. It's free for everybody.
How you book it? Who you get in touch with? Website or?
There's different ways you could get in touch with it. You could go on social media at Forever Straight Studios on Instagram. I don't know if we got a Twitter or not for that. You could hit up Banger or Yace directly. You could contact me. You could contact Owey to get in touch with them. If you get in contact with me or Owey anyway, we still gonna send you to Yace and Banger anyway, because they got their own time. We don't know what schedule they got. Right. So it's definitely an actual studio. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no in a closet. You know what I'm saying, with the coat hanger, holding the mic and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is our own studio to where we own it. You know what I'm saying? We take pride in it. You know what I'm saying? It's all is welcome. Just leave the nonsense at home. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring none of that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to have people really come and feel at home to where they can relax, make their music. You know what I'm saying? They can shoot their videos there if they want to. We got artwork. We got a big dog in the front lobby. You know what I'm saying? Both the rooms got nice paint work in there and everything. So you can come there. It's like a one-stop shop. You get everything there. And we got a young dude named Chase who fixes cars in the basement. We got a little garage down there. So you want to get your car fixed, come record a song. He down in the basement too. You know what I'm saying? So
all the
way around. You know what I'm saying? We got a studio and a car shop. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely a studio in McKees Rocks. It's right across the McKees Rocks Bridge and everything. It's like I said, all is welcome. Leave the nonsense at home. Come about your business. I definitely been keeping Banger and Yace, like, stop being friendly. You could be cool, but business is business. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop letting go of the easy shit, like the beats and all that, and just really get down to business. That's what I'm trying to bring out of them, to where they understand that shit for real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it does mess up a lot of what they got going on and things, period, because it brings different attitudes out of them sometimes. Sometimes I be getting mad as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stop. Leave your attitude and your feelings, like, at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work. Like, but, I can't really tell them how to feel, what to do. But, it comes with their business. But I tell them to be on top of their business. And I want them to be on top of their business. So I want you to come on top of your business. And, just make the environment good and, come record your song and have fun. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, it's welcome to all.
For sure.
Appreciate you coming through.
Definitely appreciate you coming through, man.
Surely. Yeah. I definitely want to come show my face and let people know how I am. And so, like I said, for example, like how Kevin Gates is, to where he opens up to who he is. I'm an open book. I'm an open person. I'm not afraid to talk about nothing. I'm not afraid to talk about my skeletons in the closet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to coordinate with the content of music I put out, not the trap rap shit and all that. I could talk about that, and all that shit's legit. You know what I'm saying? But just so I could get in tune where people could relate to what I got going on, and they could hear the same stories that I'm saying that they might go through on losing a sister, you know what I'm saying, falling out with friends, going through the struggles and still remaining who you are, and all types of shit, like just being a stand-up person of who you are, never going against the grain. And sometimes you could take losses, you could take sacrifices. We took a lot of sacrifices to do this music shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing about this music shit, I always told, me and Owey always talk about it, to where if we stopped doing this music couple years ago, we could have moved to Atlanta, LA, DC, all the big money places where you need money, and never came back and still be good. That's how much money when you put into this music. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take sacrifices if you want to push yourself to the next level. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go through the ups and downs. You're going to have to go through your bumps and bruises. If you don't love music, don't get involved in it, because you'll go broke with this music. It takes music. It takes money to do music, but you also still have to know what you're doing in the business aspect. So, that's definitely a little bit of advice I'm gonna leave with that for those who are involved in music or don't know what they're doing or trying to get involved with it. Even the people who are involved in it still don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So get your business together, and then you'll start to see the things that you need to do. And another big thing, never chase the money. I know people are in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? I want to be rich and famous. I want to have the diamond chain, shit like that. But that's not why you really like do it, because you genuinely want to do it. When you start chasing the money and shit like that, it gets away from you because you start to lose track of everything you need to do in order to gain it. You got to spend money to get it. You might have to spend $100,000 just to get 20, but that $100,000 you spend, you're gonna put in the right places for. It's gonna reap the benefits later on down the line. People so worried about right now. It's gonna be cool. You understand? You got to go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? I saw somebody put out, say, "Oh, I'll never chase this. I'll never chase that. I'll never chase what I want." No, it's not about chasing it, but you got to create. You got to create the energy to attract what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you want all these people to come to you, attract to your music, or listen to you, you have to create that energy in order to attract what you want. If you just sitting on your ass waiting for it to come, you talk about you ain't chasing it, it ain't gonna come. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put action to your dream. You gotta put actions to your goals. You gotta put action to what you want. You can't just say you want it and just, and be satisfied with, oh, I know I'll be this if I could. No, you really gotta fucking put action to it. If you don't put action to it, you know what I'm saying, then you'll never get to what you're doing, man. Yeah. So
put action to subscribing to the New Wave podcast.
Yeah.
These interviews. Coming heavy 2018.
Definitely.
This is the next big thing, man. So make sure y'all definitely tune into it. I've been telling them, you know what I'm saying, you definitely got something going, and I really believe in what they doing and really they got here. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a platform to where people could speak who they are. They could and the people who's watching it could get an insight of who that person is to whatever they doing. Music, art, shoes, clothes, fashion, if they attorneys, whatever they is, whatever you doing, man. Like, this is definitely something to where people could get an acknowledgement of who you are and open up to what you're trying to do. And, what I'm saying, it's definitely something, they got going, and I really believe in them. I believe they're gonna be better than the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? One thing I don't think they're gonna do is the Breakfast Club. They start their shit at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think y'all might not wake up for that. Yeah, niggas ain't gonna cover out at 4 o'clock in the morning. But I definitely believe in what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely think they gonna be the next big thing because they really put in action to what they want to do. And they really got it going, man. For real.
Black Entrepreneurship 2018. Man.
Definitely, we gonna meet each other at the top.
Yeah, no doubt.
We gonna meet each other at the top.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
New Wave podcast.